What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got another one from Vertical Entertainment, and it is Dial a Prayer. This is another one that I checked out from a library. So this follows a girl named Cora. She's had some legal issues, but because her dad is an estranged father, is an influential lawyer, she ends up getting just kind of a slap on the wrist and getting community service. But because her crime had to do related to a church, she has to go to a Christian call center and answer the phones where people call in and they need help, and she has to kind of guide them on what type of prayer or where to look in the Bible for, for some comfort or some answers. While she's there, she doesn't really believe in prayer, she doesn't believe in faith. So she's, not the best person to be answering the phone. She's not really being helpful with people, and she's really struggling with that as well because she's having all these problems in her life where faith would really come in handy. But she's not very optimistic about anything, and her boss tries to help her out, but she's just kind of basically given up. But then one day a guy shows up and is just like, "Hey, you answered one of my calls and you were really helpful." And then she's like, "Hey, maybe things are better." I don't know. That's pretty much the story here. I'm sorry. It's not the greatest story. So despite the fact that this is called Dial a Prayer, this is not really a Christian film in the usual sense. It's not a heavy-handed religious movie. It does deal with themes of faith, hope, forgiveness, redemption, but it's more of more of a secular story. So if you're here for just religion, you might be let down. But then again, I feel like a lot of people will just pass this up because it looks like a religious movie. In any event, it's not a great movie. It's okay. It's watchable. The cast is actually pretty good. You got Brittany Snow, William H. Macy, Cameron Manheim, Glenn Headley. It's a really good assortment of talent, but unfortunately the story's just not great. And the reason that I say that is I don't mind a good redemption story, but when you see a character go through a huge change, you want to know how did they get there. You want to be with them from point A and then follow them through these experiences that get them to point B. And in this case, that doesn't happen. This dude just shows up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, she pretty much changes. There's a little bit of struggle with it, but not much. It's not earned. The transition that she makes is not earned at all. It feels hollow, it feels forced, and I don't care for that, especially when it's the main, emphasis of the movie. You need to get that right, and this doesn't get it right. But the material works better than it should just because the cast is, game to put in some good performances. So it's not unwatchable, but it's definitely not memorable, and it's not really one I would super recommend. I would say the people most interested would be people who are kind of looking for an inspiring story, but you're not looking to go too deep. Not too religious. It's mostly a drama, but it does have some comedy. William H. Macy is pretty funny, and it's got some absurdist moments, but it's mostly serious in tone. So I don't know. I can't give it a strong recommendation, but the DVD is from Vertical Entertainment. It looks fine. It's a DVD transfer. It looks good, sharp, clean, yada yada, no extras. If you want to read my full write-up of Dial a Prayer, you can go to my website, markfusion.com, and check that out, as well as thousands of other movie reviews. You can also check out other stuff right here in my YouTube playlist with hundreds of movie reviews there. You can also drop me a sub if you really want to help me out. I would much appreciate that. You can also use the links on my site to help me get even more movies to review. So that's everything I got to say about Dial a Prayer. Definitely, not the worst movie I've seen, but it's just kind of straddles a weird line between religious and secular, and I can't really recommend it unless you're a huge fan of Brittany Snow or William H. Macy, maybe, or you just need it's on cable one day or something. Anyway, that's my review. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.